Hey everyone! So I have been on a tassel making frenzy. Look at all these fun tassels. Using up my old yarn and embroidery floss and all that. These are going to be embellishing some zipper pouches and some gifts and stuff like that. So I thought I would share with you how to make them. So here we go. All right, so what we need is some scrap yarn, embroidery floss, something like that. I have a piece of cardboard that I cut 3 inches by 3 inches. If you want it longer tassel, you can always cut your cardboard longer. We need a needle with a big enough eye for our yarn, and then some scissors. So I like to, as if you can see on this one, I like to do a little braided tie. You don't have to do that, but what I do is I will cut 3 lengths of yarn-ish. That's maybe about 12 inches, 18 inches. Cut 3 of those and braid them, all right? And so that's what we're gonna use to tie this to our gift or whatever. You could even make it longer and yeah, all sorts of things. So I've already made some of my little pieces of braided yarn. And I slip knot on the top because it'll be easier once I have it all tied together, then I can pull this out and I can clean up the ends. And so I like to slip knot at the top. All right, so what you need to do, we're gonna put our needle over here so it doesn't get in the way, is we are gonna take and wrap now. I hold and wrap until it's my desired thickness. Pretty easy. You don't have to do it super tight, but you don't want it loosey-goosey. So I think that's looking pretty darn good. Because I don't want these too big, right? I mean, they're kind of poofy, but not a lot. And then I'm going to cut my thread. Now, the next part, you're going to set this down. It won't fall apart. You're going to take and tie your end of your ball onto the middle of your tie. Make sure it's long enough, at least as long as that. So you're going to tie this just with a knot. All right. We've got our little knot. Then you're going to take one end of this, and you have your 2 ends down here. Up here at the top is where we're going to tie it. So you're going to take this and slide it under until your ball and string are underneath there, right about the middle. Then you're going to tie this once. And then we slide it off. All right, there we go. We have it slid off. I now take and hold this and tie it again so that it's nice and secure. So we're all tied. I make sure and slide my center down there. Now we're going to wrap it. So I hold the top, the very top of it, about that much. I squeeze it, take my long end, bring it close to my fingers, and I wrap around once and I pull it nice and snug. And then I just start wrapping the yarn right next to each other so that you get your nice little band of color that secures the tassel. Go down as far as you want. I think that looks pretty good. And by holding this tight and wrapping it tight, you can see how nice it is. Then you're going to cut a length of thread here of your yarn. Set this guy down. It won't come apart. And then you're going to need to thread your needle. All right. Now, with this tight, what we're going to do is we're going to come in just above one of the last rounds that you went, and you're going to push it through to the opposite top, just a couple threads from where you started. And you're going to pull your needle through and tight. Then you're going to go over the top of this directly to the opposite side, like that. All right. This is just going to secure your thread. Squish those guys down together, and then I'm going to go in here and just go straight through the bottom. All right. So now, through the bottom, take my needle off, and my tassel is nearly complete. I'm going to come down and decide about how long I want it. Snip off my ends, and ta-da! Here is our tassel. Super fun, easy, great way to add an embellishment to gifts, to bags, whatever your heart's desire. Have a great day, everyone.